Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Bartol. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, and I'm also the Director of Surgical Services and Director of Quality at Henry Ford Hospital. Creating and maintaining open lines of communication in a busy operating room is an increasing challenge. The amount of information that is needed by surgeons and operating room staff is ever expanding, and the complexity of the OR as a working environment grows daily. Recognizing that we were falling behind and sharing crucial information about new OR policies and procedures, regulatory requirements, surgical equipment issues, product recalls, and a multitude of quality improvement and patient safety efforts, we realized that we needed to find an innovative way to share information with OR personnel. In this video, we will demonstrate how we used Ortv to meet these communication needs and how we saved money in doing so. You'll also learn about the secondary benefits of this communication tool: engagement, team building, and the generation of many new ideas for improvement, with ideas coming from surgeons, nurses, and other frontline staff. Ortv is a communication tool that uses standard production techniques. Flat screen monitors and directional speakers are mounted over the scrub sinks in the OR. A continuous video loop plays on a central server that feeds these monitors. Loops are updated frequently using multiple sources for those updates, including surgeons, anesthesiologists, RNs, and administration. We've also created a video library, which is available online on our Ortv website. Staff and other healthcare workers can view videos that contain more detailed information about our safety and quality improvement efforts. Now that you know a little about Ortv, I'd like to show you how we use this innovative technology to change the way we communicate in our ORs. Like many hospitals, we faced opposition and resistance when we attempted to roll out the World Health Organization's surgical safety checklist. Despite the evidence that this is an important patient safety tool, many surgeons and other hospital staff fail to see the relevance to their own practices. After several months of unsuccessful launches, we decided to launch the WHO checklist once again, this time using Ortv.
Hi, I'm Pat Patton, Division Head of Acute Care Surgery. I've been working with a number of your colleagues to help develop and implement the World Health Organization's surgical safety checklist here at Henry Ford Hospital. It basically has three parts: a sign-in, a timeout, and a sign-out portion.
Using one of our most influential surgeon leaders as an on-air spokesperson, we delivered a concise and clear message to surgeons and staff. We ignored the naysayers, and we followed up our original broadcast with progress reports as well as positive feedback from staff. The result of this effort was overwhelming success in the implementation of the WHO checklist. We achieved 85% compliance within 2 weeks of our launch, greater than 95% compliance within a month. That success has been sustained. We struggle to keep everyone up to date on regulatory requirements. The paperwork is seemingly endless, and it is constantly evolving. We tried the usual carrot and stick approaches to gaining compliance, but these failed to create sustained improvement. We then turned to Ortv, where we began using well-recognized marketing strategies. We created a logo and broadcast short, clear, repeated messages to our target audience. This message is finally getting through, and we now consistently achieve greater than 95% compliance on our OR regulatory requirements. The introduction of new equipment brings with it an increased risk of usage errors due to human factors. We faced a serious problem when we signed a contract with a new stapler vendor. We experienced an increased dehiscence rate, and upon review, the problem appeared to be a usage error. Traditional in-servicing and education did not seem to resolve the issues, and we faced strong surgeon resistance to this product. We then turned to Ortv to inform surgeons and staff of the human factors contributing to these errors. Within weeks, the usage errors vanished, and to date, they have not resurfaced. Building on the success of this project, we faced a similar problem with the Mayfield-style head holders used by our neurosurgeons and orthopedic spine surgeons. 3 years of attempting to re-educate surgeons and staff failed to eliminate usage errors, and we were experiencing, on average, 4 serious patient injuries per year with this device. We finally turned to one of our technicians to deliver simple, clear messages on ORTV.
But the first thing I would do was push it in real tight, make sure that these pins are secure. Tighten it here, tighten it here, tighten it here. Yes. And what will let you know how much pressure you got is that you'll get a readout here. Now once that is secure, then we'll lock it, make sure it's not moving around. We'll connect it like this. And then we'll go all through and make sure everything is tight.
Awareness of the problem is all it took. 9 months after the video series first aired, we have had no further patient injuries with this equipment. There is a financial impact with ORTV as well. Our scope repair costs were escalating out of control, spending more than $500,000 on damaged scopes in the last 2 years. We asked our staff to make short educational videos demonstrating proper use and care of scope equipment. We don't know whether it's the videos themselves or the learning associated with their production that makes the difference. And in reality, it doesn't matter. The fact is that scope repair costs are down almost 60% as a result of these efforts.
So with this one, there's multiple kinks in the insertion tube. So this one right here is actually a pretty bad kink in of itself, but this one right here is bad enough where it's actually damaged the cables in the inside and the biopsy channel where it can no longer be used. And it's actually made the diameter a little bit larger because of how flat that is. Anybody who handles the scope, just be aware of how fragile of an instrument it is and how expensive it really is. Many times they look much sturdier than what they really are. And while it may look sturdy, and you look through the image, now you have a blurry image and it has to be sent out for repair. And it can take up to 30 to 40 days for some repairs to actually get those back.
Our staff came up with other ideas as well, such as an education program for proper waste disposal. This simple effort, described in a 30-second video, resulted in a 65% reduction in red bag waste. Another unanticipated benefit of ORTV has been the team building associated with this project. By introducing new people, new ideas, and celebrating OR successes, ORTV has boosted morale and increased recognition of accomplishments. Perhaps the greatest benefit of ORTV has been the increased engagement of employees and surgeons in our quality improvement efforts. Every week, surgeons, anesthesiologists, nurses, and other staff come up with new ideas for ORTV segments. Their enthusiasm is contagious and the level of involvement in improvement efforts continues to rise. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation about ORTV, an innovative communication tool for surgery. ORTV is an effective communication tool for delivering messages about patient safety and quality improvement efforts. ORTV is effective in promoting better practices, practices that reduce human factor errors and improve OR efficiencies. ORTV promotes teamwork in the OR. And finally, ORTV engages surgeons, anesthesiologists, nurses, and other staff in the development of better practices and quality improvement. Thank you for your time. We hope to see each of you on ORTV soon.